So I think the first question is an open question, right? So what are the current procurement models employed in New Zealand and are they effective?
There's probably fair to say there's a huge range of those models, ranging from very highly collaborative models, where ECI or even partnering and developing a program that works where we engage in long programs of delivery, through to the other end of the scale, which is a construct only lowest price let package. There's a whole lot of stages in between: design, build, construct, operate, design, build, then procurement based on priced and non-priced attributes, right back down to that. So I guess there's a huge range. I'd probably say that a bulk of the packages that I'm seeing come to the market sit in the lower or lesser collaborative space, so the lower end. So lowest price with maybe a token gesture of non-price attributes.
Yeah.
But I see that as being a huge missed opportunity. We could, if we were working more at the other end of the scale.
I agree. I mean, it's fundamentally a fixed price procurement model that we live and breathe in New Zealand, isn't it? And maybe as little as 20% are some sort of collaborative model, either ECI or, like I said, token ECI maybe, and 1 month or 2 months before they start, which is not going to achieve too much.
Yeah.
And then you get, once you take it seriously and go for that sort of 12-month or more ECI or PCSA period, that brings in a lot of debate, a lot of collaboration, and a lot of evolution, innovation.
Right. Yeah, true. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
Well, look, I mean, for me, I've spent the last sort of 10 years working largely on alliance contracts. So, enormously collaboratively driven, based on shared risk models and all that type of stuff. But I'm one of those people that always seems to want to leap to the next part of the conversation, I guess. And for me, that is, and we mentioned it before, is about behaviours. And I've most recently been working on a FIDIC, but at the same time, the behaviours that are surrounding the way that contract is being operated are actually more collaborative than some of the alliances that I've been on. So my view is that, and I remember I was asked in an interview once, what can you bring to this project around your alliance experience? And I started talking about all these positive contracting behaviours, but then I realised it doesn't matter what type of contract you've got if the contracting behaviours are right and fair and reasonable. And so that's the sort of message that I keep coming back to, is it doesn't matter so much what the contract form is, providing the behaviours support the right type of outcomes.
And I think it's certainly in vertical construction, where we're talking of developers and profit, a lot of it is governed by the banks as well. They've got far too much interest in, the financial side of contracting, which means that terms and conditions tend to be drafted so that all the risk is put on the contractor. Until these kind of behaviours really change right from, the top, we're not really going to see much change in behaviours at site level. As James says, you can have a contract which is collaborative, but if nobody wants to be collaborative and act in a collaborative way, then it's not going to make a lot of difference to the outcome. And the outcome we're seeing, 700 disputes in 11 years that I've worked on, a few $1 billion worth of disputes have all been fixed price lump sum contracts. They go out to tender on the basis of maybe a 60, 70% design, wanting a lump sum for that. And then the principal gets, shitty when it all goes over budget and over time. Well, really? It doesn't take a rocket scientist, does it, to figure out that if you go out and want a lump sum price on a 60, 70% design, you're not going to be budgeting properly, in the first place. So get your design team sorted, get your design sorted, maybe go back to bills of quantities. Why are we allowing tenderers to, contractors, most of which aren't qualified quantity surveyors, to actually, price the works, measure drawings and so on, when really we've got qualified consultants like your RDTs, your RLBs and WTPs of the world and many more that could actually prepare the documents properly, include an ECI process with the 3 preferred contractors and do a better job.
No one wants to do those schedules, but with BIM, you can do them a lot easier.
Yeah.
So we need to take advantage of BIM on that one, because they're so much easier with BIM.
It's so much easier.
So yes or no, right? So is the procurement process in New Zealand effective? Raine?
No.
Well, clearly not.
Marty?
Where the collaboration model comes in,
That's a yes or no, mate?
Fundamentally, no.
Matt?
Occasionally,
diff-
yes.
Yeah, no, we definitely have some issues.
Cool.